What's up guys, welcome back to my tech corner. Now in today's video, I'll be doing a review and giving my honest opinion about the Corsair 5000T. I wanted to take my time with this case and really use it, hence why I didn't outright make a review when I bought it. Now before we start this video, I just wanted to say, if you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. By doing so, not only are you supporting me, but you're also supporting the channel. I try to take my time with these videos and produce the best quality videos as possible, hence why it takes so long to come out. You can always change your mind later by unsubscribing. Now enough with me yapping, let's go ahead and get on with the video. Starting with the basic information and the good stuff. This case came out February 15th, 2022 and stands at 22.05 inches tall, 9.88 inches wide, and 20.87 inches long. So this case is much bigger than any other mid-tower I've used. It has a 2-year warranty and it has 4 USB 3.0 Type A ports and 1 USB 3.1 Type C port. It also comes with a 3.5mm audio jack. I have them removed because I don't really use them and it reduces the cable clutter. It comes with 3 built-in LL120 RGB PWM fans and with a built-in Corsair Commander Core XT digital PWM and RGB fan controller. Now this case is a doozy. It has 160 built-in LEDs, not including the fans. Literally just the case. When Corsair first released this case, that's what caught my eye. Now there is a lot of space in here. I mean a lot of space. Plenty of space here for an oversized video card and cooler. This case also comes with motherboard space for up to eATX and down to mini ITX. This case can also hold just about any modern power supply, and it could hold up to 10 120mm fans and 4 140mm fans. It'd be best just to stick to 120s for this one though. This case can also hold up to a 360mm radiator on the front mount, the side mount, and the top mount, and up to a 120mm radiator on the rear. The top of this case can also have a 360mm radiator and a push-pull configuration up top, or you could use one of Corsair's bigger radiators, and still have plenty of clearance. I've tried this before on some of my older build configurations and it fits. This case has 3 removable and very easily cleanable dust filters. And every panel on this case can be removed with relative ease. It also has a swappable cover here just in case you're using fans or radiators on the side. The power supply cage also comes with a window, that way you can show off your power supply. This case also has space for up to 3 2.5-inch data drives, which you can have mounted on the back or on the power supply cage, and up to 2 3.5-inch data drives using their built-in hard drive caddy. This case, in my opinion, is the most user-friendly case I've ever built in, and I've used a lot of cases in my life. This case has Corsair's rapid cable routing system, which channels your cables out of sight. It makes it easier to cable manage. The built-in Commander Core XT can also control 6 Corsair fans, and it has a 3-pin RGB port, but the 5000T is currently using it. The Commander Core XT the 5000T is using also has 2 extra thermal ports if you want readings on certain areas of your computer. Now on to the bad things. This case is $400. $400. This is really dipping into ROG Strix territory, which, okay, Corsair is a name brand company. I mean, with their new Link system, they're basically turning into Apple. However, to the average computer builder or new computer builder, this would be way out of their budget. They could be spending this on a video card, a CPU, or motherboard, or really any other part of their computer. The RGB in this case really jacks up the price, and for the price, I'm surprised that it even came with fans like this. I mean, these are some old and outdated fans. The Corsair LLs were the first Corsair fans I've ever dealt with, and that was back in 2018. I mean, when I purchased my 680X and 280X, it came with these. They're loud, which in my opinion I don't mind, but other people might. They also don't move a lot of air compared to some other modern fans that they have in their lineup. I would have preferred to see their ML RGB Elites, which came out 2021, so they really have no excuse to put those in here. But they still released it with their LLs. I would have suggested QLs, but honestly, they aren't any better for airflow and they're way more expensive. The side cable cover here is nice, but the moment you remove it to add more fans, or a radiator fan configuration, it messes up the airflow pattern in this case. This is what I mean. The front fans and the side fans air collide with each other, causing some turbulence. I've had to give up on having these fans on the sides because of the airflow. This basically goes for any case that has this feature though, so this isn't really just a Corsair thing. Also, what about the hard drive space? Only two 3.5-inch drives are able to fit here, and there's a ton of space here. I'm pretty sure they could have found a way to stick another one here. Why waste the space, Corsair? Also, the air filters restrict a lot of air, and really don't let these fans do their job. You'll have better airflow removing the dust filters and just cleaning your computer every once in a while than having these mounted. Now, the building experience for this case was a blast. Everything was easily accessible, and the cables were very, very easy to route and keep out of sight. I was also able to very easily mount the fans where I want them and remove them to swap them out whenever I wanted very easily. Same with the all-in-one cooler and basically every component here. I went with the simple all-in-one configuration here, but with some past experience with water cooling with this case, I can say it's really fun. The hinged doors are also a really, really nice thing here. I hate panels where you have to completely remove them to be able to access a certain area of the case. So having these hinges here and having the door open like this feels luxurious and fancy. I feel like only being able to fit 4 140mm fans in this case would be a bit disappointing to some people, but this is a mid-tower case, so what do you expect? You might as well go for full tower if you want bigger fans. Now I went ahead and did a few tests here for the thermals in this case, and I also recorded the noise level too. I am going to give these fans a little bit of leeway though, because the components that I used do run a little hot. I have a 6750 and a 5950 in here, but I've had lower thermals in different cases, such as the 680X or the 4000D that I've used in the back. So, what's the verdict? Well, in my opinion, if someone with deep pockets wants to really deck out their RGB setup and wants to stay in the Corsair ecosystem, then I 100% recommend this case. If you stick the right fans in here, the airflow is fine. Noise will definitely be an issue if you want adequate airflow using these fans though. Now, for the average computer builder or new computer builder, I don't recommend, especially if you don't care much for RGB. Cases that I do recommend though are the Corsair 5000D or 4000D. I also recommend their new dual chamber cases that came out, but for me, I like this case, and I really like the fact that I can stay in the Corsair ecosystem and have a light show whenever I play my games. This case is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm really happy that I have it in my collection. I've owned many computer cases in the past, and this one just stands out from the rest. It reminds me of my first computer case that I dealt with, which was a Corsair Graphite 760T. Anyways, that'll have to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and go ahead and tell me your opinion about this case and the video in the comments below. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one.